right, everybody, let's all just calm down. I'll take care of this.
Nice to meet you, folks.
The Wayans family has been a powerhouse in comedy for decades. From their humble beginnings in New York to dominating TV and film, they've shaped the landscape of American humor. Let's dive into the story of this remarkable comedy dynasty. The Wayans family background. The Wayans family story begins in the Chelsea Elliott Houses, a public housing project in New York City. Howell and Elvira Wayans, parents to 10 children, including the now famous comedians, struggled to make ends meet. Howell managed a supermarket while Elvira worked as a social worker, instilling in their children the values of hard work and perseverance. Growing up in poverty, the Wayans siblings found solace and strength in humor. Keenan Ivory Wayans, the second oldest, often recounts how they turned everyday hardships into comedic material. "We used to look at life and go, instead of crying about the things in our life, we always said, 'What's funny about it?'" This ability to find humor in adversity would become a hallmark of their comedic style. As the children grew, their natural comedic talents began to shine. Keenan, Damon, Shawn, and Marlon in particular showed a knack for performance and writing. Their humble beginnings fostered a unique perspective that would later resonate with audiences across America, proving that sometimes the funniest stories come from the most challenging circumstances. The rise of In Living Color. In 1990, Keenan Ivory Wayans pitched a groundbreaking idea to the fledgling Fox network, a sketch comedy show that would push boundaries and showcase primarily black talent. This concept would become In Living Color, a show that would change the landscape of television comedy forever. In Living Color premiered on April 15, 1990, and immediately struck a chord with audiences. The show's unapologetic approach to racial issues, pop culture, and politics was unlike anything else on television at the time. With a diverse cast and writing team, it brought fresh perspectives to mainstream comedy. The show quickly became known for its memorable characters and sketches. Damon Wayans' Homie D Clown, with his catchphrase, "Homie, don't play that," became a cultural phenomenon. Other standout characters included Jim Carrey's Fire Marshal Bill and David Alan Grier's flamboyant film critic Blaine Edwards. In Living Color wasn't just a hit show, it was a launchpad for an incredible array of talent. Besides the Wayans family members, the show introduced audiences to future stars like Jim Carrey, Jamie Foxx, and Jennifer Lopez, who started as a fly girl dancer. The show's influence extended far beyond comedy. It tackled sensitive issues with humor, opened doors for black creators in television, and influenced popular culture in ways that are still felt today. In Living Color proved that diverse voices could draw large mainstream audiences, paving the way for future shows that would continue to push boundaries. Individual spotlights. As the creator of In Living Color, Keenan Ivory Wayans established himself as a visionary in the entertainment industry. His journey began with the cult classic I'm Gonna Get You Sucka in 1988, which showcased his talent for blending social commentary with outrageous humor. Post In Living Color, Keenan continued to break new ground. He directed the horror comedy Scary Movie in 2000, which became a massive hit and spawned a franchise. His ability to parody popular culture while maintaining sharp social commentary became his trademark. Keenan's influence extends beyond his own projects. He's mentored numerous comedians and actors, including his own siblings. His commitment to creating opportunities for black talent in Hollywood has made him a respected figure in the industry. Despite stepping back from the spotlight in recent years, Keenan's impact on comedy and television remains significant. His work opened doors for diverse voices in entertainment and proved that comedy could be both entertaining and socially relevant. Damon Wayans. Damon Wayans first gained national attention as a cast member on Saturday Night Live before becoming a breakout star on In Living Color. His characters, including the iconic Homie D Clown, showcased his versatility and knack for physical comedy. After In Living Color, Damon successfully transitioned to both film and television. He starred in action comedies like The Last Boy Scout and Major Payne, demonstrating his ability to carry a film as a leading man. However, it was in television where Damon found his greatest post in living color success. He created and starred in the sitcom My Wife and Kids, which ran for 5 seasons and earned him several NAACP Image Awards. The show's success proved Damon's ability to connect with audiences in a family-friendly format while maintaining his comedic edge. In recent years, Damon has continued to evolve as an actor, taking on more dramatic roles. His stint on the Lethal Weapon TV series showed a new side of his talent, blending comedy with action and drama. Throughout his career, Damon has consistently demonstrated his ability to adapt and grow as a performer. Marlon Wayans. As the youngest of the Wayans brothers, Marlon had to work hard to step out of his siblings' shadows. He got his start on In Living Color, but it was his partnership with brother Shawn that really launched his career. Marlon's film career took off with comedies like Don't Be a Menace to South Central While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood and Scary Movie. However, it was White Chicks in 2004 that cemented his status as a comedy star. The film, which he co-wrote and starred in with Shawn, became a cult classic. In recent years, Marlon has shown his range as both an actor and a producer. He's taken on more dramatic roles like in Darren Aronofsky's Requiem for a Dream, and created his own projects including the NBC sitcom Marlon and several stand-up specials for Netflix. Marlon's comedy often pushes boundaries, but he's also known for his openness about personal struggles and his advocacy for social issues. His willingness to be vulnerable both in his comedy and in his public life has endeared him to fans and added depth to his work. Shawn Wayans. Shawn Wayans began his career as DJ SW1 on In Living Color before moving into writing and performing. His partnership with younger brother Marlon has been a defining aspect of his career, leading to some of their biggest successes. The Wayans Brothers Show, which ran from 1995 to 1999, showcased Shawn and Marlon's chemistry and established them as a comedic duo. This collaboration continued in films like Don't Be a Menace and Scary Movie. Shawn's work often blends outrageous comedy with clever social commentary. In White Chicks, which he co-wrote and starred in with Marlon, the brothers used the premise of FBI agents going undercover as white women to explore issues of race and gender. While less in the public eye than some of his siblings, Shawn's contributions to the Wayans comedy legacy are significant. His writing and producing work, often behind the scenes, has been crucial to many of the family's biggest hits. Shawn's ability to collaborate effectively, particularly with Marlon, has resulted in some of the most memorable comedies of the past few decades. The Wayans brothers' film career. The Wayans brothers' transition from television to film was marked by their unique brand of humor and their ability to tap into cultural moments. Their early films like Keenan's I'm Gonna Get You Sucka and the Ivory Marlon collaboration Don't Be a Menace to South Central While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood set the tone for their film career. Irreverent, socially aware, and unafraid to push boundaries. The Wayans found their biggest commercial success in the parody genre. The Scary Movie franchise, which began in 2000 with Keenan directing and Marlon and Shawn starring, became a cultural phenomenon. The first film grossed over $278 million worldwide and spawned multiple sequels. These films showcased the Wayans' talent for satirizing popular culture and their knack for physical comedy. As their careers progressed, the brothers began to explore different genres and roles. Marlon, in particular, showed his range with dramatic turns in films like Requiem for a Dream. Damon found success in action comedies like The Last Boy Scout and Major Payne. Perhaps their most culturally impactful film was 2004's White Chicks, starring Marlon and Shawn. The movie, which featured the brothers in whiteface as undercover FBI agents, was a commercial success and became a cult classic. It sparked discussions about race, gender, and the nature of comedy itself. Over time, the Wayans' comedic style evolved. While they maintained their edgy, boundary-pushing approach, their later works often incorporated more heart and social commentary. Films like Little Man and Dance Flick showed their willingness to experiment with different comedic styles and storytelling techniques. The Wayans brothers' film career has been marked by both commercial successes and critical challenges. However, their impact on comedy cinema is undeniable. They've created memorable characters, quotable lines, and films that have become part of the cultural lexicon, cementing their place in Hollywood history. Challenges and controversies. The Wayans family's success hasn't been without its challenges. Working closely with family members can strain relationships, and the Wayans have faced their share of creative differences. Keenan's departure from In Living Color in its final season highlighted some of these tensions. The show's edgy content often clashed with network standards, leading to frustrations and ultimately Keenan's decision to leave. Damon's exit from the show a year earlier also pointed to internal conflicts. He cited creative differences and a desire to pursue other projects, but it also hinted at the complexities of family dynamics in a professional setting. As Black creators in Hollywood, the Wayans brothers have faced industry-specific challenges. They've been vocal about the difficulties of getting projects greenlit and the pressure to conform to certain stereotypes or expectations. The brothers have also faced criticism for some of their comedic choices. The use of stereotypes and crude humor in their films has sometimes been controversial. Critics have argued that some of their work reinforces negative stereotypes, while defenders point to their equal opportunity approach to satire. As comedy has evolved, the Wayans have had to navigate changing sensibilities. What was considered edgy or acceptable in the 90s doesn't always translate to modern audiences. This has led to some of their earlier work being re-examined through a contemporary lens. Despite these challenges, the Wayans family has remained resilient. They've continued to create, adapting their style while staying true to their comedic roots. Their ability to weather controversies and continue producing work that resonates with audiences is a testament to their talent and perseverance in a challenging industry. The next generation of Wayans. The Wayans family legacy in entertainment extends beyond the original siblings. A new generation of Wayans is making their mark in Hollywood, bringing fresh perspectives while honoring their family's comedic traditions. Damon Wayans Jr., son of Damon Wayans, has established himself as a talented actor and comedian in his own right. He's best known for his roles in the sitcoms New Girl and Happy Endings, where he showcased his own brand of quick-witted humor. His success in these shows demonstrates the Wayans family's continued ability to connect with television audiences. Marlon's daughter, Ivory Wayans, has shown interest in following her family's footsteps, but with a focus on writing and directing. Her approach represents a potential new direction for the Wayans legacy, expanding beyond performance into other aspects of filmmaking. Shawn Wayans, niece of the famous Wayans brothers, has made a name for herself in stand-up comedy. Her performances often touch on her experiences as a queer woman of color, bringing new perspectives to the Wayans comedic tradition. While the next generation of Wayans benefits from their family name, they also face the challenge of establishing their own identities in the entertainment industry. Many have chosen to forge their own paths, moving into areas like dramatic acting, writing, and producing. This new generation is also adapting to a changed entertainment landscape. With the rise of streaming platforms and social media, they have new avenues for creating and distributing content that weren't available to their parents and uncles. As they continue to develop their careers, the younger Wayans are both honoring their family's legacy and redefining it for a new era. Their success suggests that the Wayans name will continue to be a force in entertainment for years to come. The Wayans' influence on modern comedy. The Wayans family's impact on diversity in entertainment cannot be overstated. Their success opened doors for many Black comedians and creators who followed. Shows like In Living Color proved that diverse casts and perspectives could draw large mainstream audiences, paving the way for future programs that showcase a wider range of voices and experiences. The Wayans style of comedy, which often blends social commentary with outrageous humor, has influenced many modern comedians. Their willingness to tackle sensitive subjects through humor has become a common approach in contemporary comedy. The family's success in the parody genre, particularly with the Scary Movie franchise, helped popularize the spoof film genre in the 2000s. This influence can be seen in numerous parody films that followed. In Living Color set a new standard for sketch comedy shows. Its fast-paced, culturally relevant humor influenced later programs like Chappelle's Show and Key and Peele. The show's focus on racial issues and pop culture critique has become a common feature in modern sketch comedy. The Wayans family's multifaceted approach to entertainment, writing, acting, directing, and producing has inspired many modern comedians to take control of their creative output. This entrepreneurial spirit is now common among comedians who create and star in their own projects. The Wayans' business acumen. While the Wayans family is primarily known for their on-screen talents, their success also stems from their sharp business acumen. The brothers, particularly Keenan and Marlon, have shown a keen understanding of the entertainment industry's business side. Keenan Ivory Wayans set the tone early on by ensuring creative control and ownership of In Living Color. This move allowed the family to benefit more substantially from the show's success and set a precedent for their future projects. The brothers often serve as writers, producers, and sometimes directors on their films, maintaining a high level of creative control. This approach has allowed them to build a brand around the Wayans name, making it synonymous with a particular style of comedy. The Wayans have also ventured beyond film and television. Marlon, for instance, has invested in tech startups and launched a digital media company. Shawn has explored opportunities in the digital space, recognizing the shifting landscape of entertainment consumption. Their business ventures extend to merchandise, books, and even mobile apps. These diverse income streams have helped the family weather the ups and downs of the entertainment industry. The Wayans' emphasis on ownership and control over their creative output has inspired many other Black entertainers to pursue similar paths. Their success has demonstrated the value of retaining rights and actively participating in the business side of entertainment, setting a model for future generations of artists. The Wayans' influence on social commentary. Throughout their careers, the Wayans family has used comedy as a vehicle for social commentary. Their ability to address serious issues through humor has allowed them to tackle topics that might otherwise be too sensitive or controversial for mainstream entertainment. From In Living Color to films like Don't Be a Menace and White Chicks, the Wayans have consistently explored issues of race and representation in America. Their work often highlights racial stereotypes, sometimes by exaggerating them to the point of absurdity, forcing audiences to confront their own biases. The family's comedy has also frequently addressed issues of gender and sexuality. Shows like In Living Color featured characters that challenged traditional gender norms, while films like White Chicks playfully explored themes of gender performance and identity. Drawing from their own experiences growing up in public housing, the Wayans often incorporate themes of class and economic struggle into their work. This perspective has allowed them to connect with audiences who rarely see their experiences reflected in mainstream media. As social attitudes have changed, so too has the Wayans' approach to commentary. Recent projects have shown a more nuanced approach to sensitive topics, reflecting a growing awareness of the power and responsibility that comes with their platform. By consistently engaging with social issues through their work, the Wayans have demonstrated that comedy can be both entertaining and thought-provoking, influencing a generation of comedians to use their art as a form of social critique. From In Living Color to Hollywood blockbusters, the Wayans family has left an indelible mark on comedy. They've broken barriers, pushed boundaries, and paved the way for diverse voices in entertainment. As new generations of Wayans enter the industry, their legacy continues to evolve. The family's journey from poverty to stardom is a testament to their talent, resilience, and the power of laughter. The Wayans' name remains synonymous with bold, boundary-pushing comedy that reflects and shapes her legacy.